It's all you, in tune with the rhythm of the island. Tropical rhythm, hey, it's all you. The flavors of the islands like wind in the sun.
Rich in vitamins A and C.
Follow your island spirit.
Catch the rhythm of the islands. We gonna upgrade your strength vibrates.
Enjoy!
Yeah, man.
Enjoy!
Tropical rhythms.
Enjoy!
Drinking the rhythm.
Attitude. Give me attitude. Next. Action. Guys, where's the ice cream? Cut! In 4 delectable flavors, the new Super Premium Royal Ripple ice cream is smooth, unbelievably rich, and far more affordable than you think. Royal Ripple Super Premium from Sterling Products Limited.
World Vision New Testament Church of God presents Empowerment 2018 from the 28th to the 30th of March. Time 6:30 p.m. nightly. Theme Kingdom Influence. Hosted by Bishop Joseph Innes and First Lady Linda Innes. Speakers from Jamaica, Reverend Christopher Hodgkinson. From St. Kitts and Nevis, Apostle Bernard Huggins. And from the USA, Reverend Andrew Busey. Special ministry from Psalmist Ine Benjamin. Venue World Vision Church, 79 Davis Street, Kitty.
What do you do with your old vehicle batteries, cell phones, and computers? Bring them to Dens Trading. They specialize in recycling your old batteries from your car or truck or from devices like your cell phone and out-of-service computer motherboards. Dens Trading will give you cash for the devices you want to throw away. So what are you waiting for? Come into Dens Trading at 39 Broad Street, Charlestown, Georgetown today or call them on 616-0412, 622-0455, 670-0268 or 225-9444.
As the Ministry of Social Protection continues to improve the transparency, accountability, and service delivery of the Senior Citizens Pension System, we're kindly advising all beneficiaries of the Senior Citizens Pension to contact their nearest GCOM office and make an application to update their information to the 9-digit National Identification Card. As of March 1, 2018, the Ministry of Social Protection will not be facilitating the processing of senior citizens' pension vouchers without the presentation of the 9-digit identification card. We thank you for your cooperation.
This is a message from the Ministry of Social Protection.
You have always trusted Castor D's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Castor D has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 Eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Castor D on 600-3991 today. Castor D's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Pleasant good evening, Guyana, and to the rest of the world via YouTube, Guyana Trusted Television. Good night to you, and I hope everybody's in one piece and all is well with you. It's a beautiful Sunday, you know, and tonight promises to be pretty much hectic in terms of programming. We'll be talking to different sets of men of God, men and women of God, about upcoming events, so stay tuned for that. And you will also need to get your pen and your notepad ready, because you'll have to take on the information so that everybody is on the same page with what is about to happen, all right? And hope, you know, your week starts well. Your past week was a great one, you know, and, you know, to God be the glory, great things he's done. It's a pretty hectic day for me, even the voice, you know, because I mean, like all day, the voice went under tremendous pressure, you know. Celebrating with Prophecy One Deliverance Ministry today, Prophetess Chandel and our loving husband, you know, celebrated Past Appreciation Day today. And I would like to say a special kudos to men and women of God out there with the work that they put out. You know, I would say this time and time again, pastors' work is taken very lightly, or even sometimes for granted. Because they never off. They say, look, once a police, I was a police. I think once a pastor, I was a pastor, you know, because they suits anything bad anybody. They don't care what time of the night. They don't know that pastor get family too. But they still will ring pastor phone because they've confided in pastor and they feel pastor can help them get over whatever problem it is that they're in or going through. And so pastor is always on call. And if they could set aside a day for animal, I don't see why it is they can't set aside a day for to honor the men and women of God that is working feverishly day in, day out. Don't ask for nothing, you know. All is required of you according to scriptures, you know, give your gift, your tithes and your offering, so that the house of God can be, you know, taken care of, and the man and woman of God should be taken care of, because they don't walk in no place else. Then only by what they do should be feeding them, right? And so I believe in all fairness to the pastors and leaders. They should be celebrated. You know, people drive lavish vehicle, get big mansions and all these different things, and people don't complain about that. But if a pastor get a vehicle and the pastor get a big house, oh yeah, he's a pastor, we want it now. So why cannot the pastor have a vehicle? Why can't the pastor have, you know, a big house? Why can't the pastor have his own jet if he got to fly all around the world to preach his gospel, rather than, you know, Caribbean airline mess you up, flight delay, or fly Jamaica, or whatever airline traveler you're using. If the pastor get your own airline, now you ain't got nothing. It's only if nature call and say, well, you know, you really can't fly here, so you understand what I'm saying? So I think once you're not abusive or lavish in terms of the things of God and you know, God things, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think the men and women of God should be taken care of. And I make no bones about saying that, all right? So I just want to say a pleasant good night to all the pastors out there. I mean, I don't know how this works. I think different ministries get a different appreciation day, different days, right? Everybody don't celebrate them one on the same day, because I don't know how to split myself up, you know. Because, I mean, I in fellowship where I is fellowship today, I fellowship where I was asked to do some ministry, you know. So I don't, you know, to whom much is given, much is required. I think Prophetess Chandel is an awesome woman of God. I know her very, very long, you know. Her husband, Pastor Hardwin, as well. And saying that, if you're a man out there and you would like to have a nice blazer, I got them in two colors. I should have collect, you know, so you could see the properness that I'm talking about. I got them in brown and I got them in black, right? So here it is. You go to Prophecy one there in Atfield Street and ask for Pastor Adwin and tell him Cassidy sent you concerning the blazer, right? Get them in all size too. So make sure you go in and stop in there tomorrow, sometime during the course of tomorrow, and pick up one of those top of the top blazer. I feel like wearing blazer tonight, cause I wanna wear one and let you see what it look like. You understand me? You show my old box, check your watch. Like, I want these men come and pick. You pick, you know, you ain't giving, you pick, you try on and see what could fit you. If you want a black and a brown, bless the Lord. First come, first serve. Right? So, you know, the man of God is blessing up whoever it is. It's not enough to feel bad about. You know, he's the only guy, you know, he's playing this, you know, you need a blazer, right? But you're going to play a big boy, like, you know what I mean? Don't collect the blazer, buddy. I collect one thing from church. You know? I mean, if you are going to pay for it, we're talking like $25,000 on them kind of thing for a blazer. Yeah, buddy. Proper things, right? And that just give you an extra look. This executive look. When you wear a normal short thing, but you see when you try to blaze over the short, it bring on a tip. But you could be a crook. You would look like a pastor when the blazer touch your skin. You understand me? This is also people get deceived, you know. Because them man study this thing so well. Them man is showing up a certain way. Them man look proper. So when you look at them, you say, nah, that man could never be it. And then before you know it, bam! Say, what? man, what to be dressed up? I see these comments on Facebook. I see them comments. We see the man dress up, but look how expensive, bare brand name. You know, if you hear people wearing on them, you know. So don't be deceived. But I'm talking about the outlook that a blazer gives you, right? So go and collect, you know, one or two. You know, you know what property one there at Field Street between Mandela Avenue and John Street, the green and yellow building. Big green and yellow building, you can't miss it. When you go, you know, at Field is on your left hand, and if you're coming up towards Mandela, you're going to be on your right hand, right? You can't miss it. So check it out. Let me say good night to all those sponsors here in the program tonight. Sterling Product Limited. Good night, Mr. Ramsey, and all the hard-working people down there at Sterling Products Limited. Thanks for the support. Answer McCard Trading Limited, Tropical Rhythm Brands. You know, Dens Trading for all the unwanted batteries and everything like that. You know, make sure you check out Dens Trading, all the information on the ads. So call up those numbers, you get them battery lemon around, make some money off of them battery body. You understand the thing, right? Ministry of Social Protection and you know, the government of Guyana. Thank you very much for lending support to this program, which is benefiting a lot of people. Yeah, and one day you will know how much, you know. Kesley Gospel Music Center, and we have the New Testament World Outreach. They have a event coming up from the Wednesday to Friday. That's from the 28th to the 30th, right? Friday is Good Friday as well. I'm going to be on radio all day. And then later on, I'm going to be telling Borbies to do some ministry. Right, so it's going to be a pretty active day. You know it is, you know. And you know, church is full on Good Friday, All Year's Night, and another time too.
Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday. You don't have space in church, you know. But because of tradition, you know. But you know, church is the place for the sick, and there's where the best place for you to get well is in the house of the Lord. So. Everybody is welcome with open arms. Whichever church that feed you good the word of God, I tell you to go there. I don't know, some people left church in their area and they will go to church till out where nobody know them. I wonder why. You know, I don't understand. Why I want waste gas but far and right next door, but you got church and you don't go in there. I don't know, you know, maybe they say you'll come see me, live with two different things. But everybody good? Yeah, but all right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to our first music break. Then when we return, we will be talking to our guests of the New Testament World Outreach Ministry there in David Street, Kitty. And that's a very good place. Bishop Innes and his lovely wife there, who is leading the flock. I want to say pleasant good night to him. So we'll be talking to two pastors, and they will give us guidance as to what will take place come Wednesday to Friday. All right, so stay tuned and be blessed by this video.
The script said we should have did at 21. I just the mercies of God. You don't understand? Psycho.
If my pillow could speak, it would tell you how I weep. I was a bad man I wrote, but to Jesus me weep. If my pillow could speak, it would tell you how I weep. Me have a big smile I roll, but at night time me weep. Sometimes me don't want to wake up, true me feel like my life away. It's like every door me knock on, them a slam them in my face. Most times I'm smiling, deep inside my heart I break. But you never give me more than I can take. Man a plan, got a wipe out. To me no have no more wife mode. But look at job, them give me stress. To them see me have a ghetto address. To be poor is like a crime and it no easy. Buy the cover on me book, I saw them read me. Nah no jacket, nah no tie, so them no need me. Jah knows it with me. If my pillow could speak, it would tell you how I weep. I was a bad man I roll, but to Jesus me weep. If my pillow could speak, it would tell you how I weep. Me have a big smile I roll, but at night time me weep.
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows but Jesus and me. Nobody knows the pain that I feel. Nobody but my pillow and me. My life not pretty like the cards from the synthesizer. And it not easy neither. And it not pretty like the girls from Hollywood inside. Someone not criticize. My world was a dog that couldn't wear no facade in a tenement yard. Road not pretty like the strings from the car. Every day me wake me say thank you Lord.
If my pillow could speak, it would tell you how I weep. I was a bad man I roll, but to Jesus me weep. If my pillow could speak, it would tell you how I weep. Me have a big smile I roll, but at night time me weep. Psycho, skibbity bang, da da day. Me giving talk, me live to see another day.
Hey, phenomenal one, know me a God man. And in the ear if you say Jesus I did that.
Baby, don't say.
You have always trusted Kester D's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kester D has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kester D on 600-3991 today. Kester D's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Attitude. Give me attitude. Next. Action. Guys, where's the ice cream? Cut! In 4 delectable flavors, the new Super Premium Royal Ripple ice cream is smooth, unbelievably rich, and far more affordable than you think. Royal Ripple Super Premium from Sterling Products Limited.
As the Ministry of Social Protection continues to improve the transparency, accountability, and service delivery of the senior citizens pension system, we're kindly advising all beneficiaries of the senior citizens pension to contact their nearest GCOM office and make an application to update their information to the 9-digit National Identification Card. As of March 1, 2018, the Ministry of Social Protection will not be facilitating the processing of senior citizens' pension vouchers without the presentation of the 9-digit identification card. We thank you for your cooperation.
This is a message from the Ministry of Social Protection.
World Vision New Testament Church of God presents Empowerment 2018 from the 28th to the 30th of March. Time 6:30 p.m. nightly. Theme Kingdom Influence. Hosted by Bishop Joseph Innes and First Lady Linda Innes. Speakers from Jamaica, Reverend Christopher Hodgkinson from St. Kitts and Nevis, Apostle Bernard Huggins, and from the USA, Reverend Andrew Busey. Special ministry from Psalmist Ine Benjamin. Venue World Vision Church, 79 David Street, Kitty.
What do you do with your old vehicle batteries, cell phones, and computers? Bring them to Dens Trading. They specialize in recycling your old batteries from your car or truck or from devices like your cell phone and out-of-service computer motherboards. Dens Trading will give you cash for the devices you want to throw away. So what are you waiting for? Come into Dens Trading at 39 Broad Street, Charlestown, Georgetown today or call them on 616-0412, 622-0455, 670-0268 or 225-9444.
It's all you, part of you, in tune with the rhythm of the island. Hey, it's all you, the flavors of the islands like bending the sun.
Written vitamins A and C.
Follow your island spirit.
It's the rhythm of the islands. We gonna break your strength by grace.
Oh yes, welcome back. Please do support these businesses. that that are being advertised on this program. And if you have a business that you would like to put out there, feel free to contact me on 600-3991. The same number on your screen. That is my cell number, my business number. Is that the number you get me on anytime? How is that? Never have, you know. I don't know, some people say they can't get me. I don't know which number they call it. But that's the number right there. All right, so we're going to get into our discussions tonight. I have two distinguished gentlemen here in the studio, and from World Vision New Testament Church of God, that presenting Empowerment 2018, and that is happening from Wednesday the 28th. And good evening to you, gentlemen. How are you doing this evening?
Good evening, sir. Pleasant being here. Pleasure being here.
Thank you very much, and thanks for coming to the program to let Guyana know what is about to happen in this nation. And please do introduce yourself, and then we go around and we continue with the program tonight.
All right, good night, viewers on the television. My name is Corwin Harry, and I'm from the World Vision New Testament Church of God. It's a pleasure being here. We want to share with you what are some of our activities coming up, starting from Wednesday the 28th to the 30th of March. Three
nights of packed action, because I see some mighty men of God coming and touching this nation. I hope Ministry of Tourism is taking note to see, you know, the body of Christ is being underestimated, you know. But we bring a lot of tourism to this country. Still, we're not given enough attention, you know what I mean? And certainly, you didn't say in your area of ministry, a pastor, a deacon, you know, you know, for the purposes of those that are listening to us and watching.
Those who are listening, you know, I'm Reverend Harry.
Simple guy, eh?
Yeah. So I really want, you know, the title aspect.
I know.
You know, as you rightfully said, though, Kester, that indeed the church has been taking for granted on many things, and so like you spoke about the tourism aspect. I don't know to see these things, but it's folks coming in the country,
yeah.
But still, you know, the governments and they get the praise.
Yeah,
they come
I'm telling you, man.
But the church still has a lot of part to play in bringing in folks for different reasons, for church, for ministry, for concert, and all these things. It's all of bringing folks in, and the folks who are coming in for the very first time. To see what Guyana has to offer, you know, so it's a good thing that we, the church, and you know, we need to have some kind of more recognition for the things that we've been doing.
Of course, I agree 100%. All right, yes, my brother.
Good night again, guests.
Yeah, man. Good night.
And viewers, good night again. My name is Ralph Fraser, and again, I'm from World Vision New Testament Church of God. My area of ministry is music, so I'm a developing musician and keyboards mainly. And you know, tonight we're here to ensure that you guys come out and support the initiative. It's titled Kingdom Influence, and the idea is to have people be empowered and go out into the world and influence others with the kingdom, or in the kingdom of God. So we have 3 dynamic speakers will be here, and each of them have their own style, but the end result is the same.
Empowerment. Who are the three speakers that will be coming for this event?
All right, we have Reverend Christopher Hodgkinson. He's from Jamaica. Right.
Yard man are coming. Yeah. All right.
You know the Jamaicans.
Yes, sir. They
have their style. We have Apostle Bernard Huggins. He's from St. Kitts and Nevis. And we have Reverend Andrew Pruze. He's from the USA.
US.
Yeah. And our very own psalmist, Ina Benjamin.
Ina Benjamin will be in the house. I see she just scooping up snow the other day.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook.
She made so bad. Beautiful Guyana. Yeah.
Ina is maybe she's going to be there also, doing ministry there also.
Bishop Innes, of course, and his lovely wife.
Yes.
Who's the host?
Pastor,
and all the wonderful
Bishop
people
Innes,
there at World Outreach.
The leaders here will be there to, meet needs of our community.
So how the course of this event will go, first night, second night, third night? How it goes? What can persons expect?
Well, the first night we'll have Apostle Huggins. He's going to be ministering. As a matter of fact, we have what we call our morning, Wednesday morning. We have a power service, power encounter service. That's folks who deal with deliverance, healing, and I can tell you that also for that, our Wednesday morning service, we have folks coming from Perica,
wow.
Essequibo, from Linden, to Mary, Myconi, coming to this morning service. We start from 10 in the morning and we go, sometimes we go until 2, 3 o'clock. But cut-off time basically 1, but depends on how things go. We go beyond.
Can't really put a time to it.
Right, but it's a power service that, you know, folks come and they get ministry, receive ministry. Apostle Huggins, he's going to be there on the Wednesday morning, and he's going to start off the Wednesday night of the first 3 nights of the Empowerment 2018. So he started there for Wednesday night, and then we have Reverend Christopher. He's going to take over Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. We know we had the Good Friday morning, everybody would have their own local church that we want to go to, but we still want to invite folks to be there Friday night. I guess what happened, we got caught up in terms of when we were planning, we didn't expect the Easter to be
so close.
Wow. Right? We did not, it caught us off guard. So, but nevertheless, we will have the Friday night service.
And which will be a good thing, you know.
Yeah. We've invited churches from around our community, even outside of our community. We sent out letters inviting other churches to be a part. Because it's not just a World Vision thing. It's not just a New Testament thing. We've sent letters to other denominations to be a part of this event. I think this is our 3rd year of empowerment. And we've had churches from the Open Bible and other denominations. They were there at our last 2 empowerment meeting that we've been having for the past 2 years.
Okay. Right. So, and you know, is there a cost attached?
No cost.
Free of cost.
For all of this. Free of cost.
You see, there's another thing about the church. You know, I mean, if you want to pay for something like this, I mean, these mighty men of God, for them to leave wherever they're from, U.S., Jamaica, St. Kitts, to come here, but they can't walk on here, you know. It's plane God bring them, and it's money. You understand? But still, you find that there's no cost attached for you to come to an event. And what the thing that you will receive, the food that you will receive, you ain't got no money could buy it.
Right.
You know, sometimes I can't help to say, because I see people cuss out the church on social media. People say all sort of things about the church, and even some of us as Christians join in with them to cuss out the church. But things like these, you don't find nobody saying, or putting out there and say, you know, this is a good thing. Come, just like when something bad happen, you cuss out, you paint everybody with one brush. But when something good is happening, you don't find those same people coming and say, you know what, this is a good thing, you need to come there. No, that don't happen. So we gotta balance the scale, man. You know what I mean? And this is something good. This is something awesome, and definitely I can't make all the nights, but definitely Tuesday night. I'm sure Tuesday night I'm gonna be there with my wife. It's Wednesday. Where you get Tuesday from? Well, Thursday. Thursday, because Wednesday I have a Notting game. So Thursday definitely. Because Friday I gotta be up all day raging them Barbies, you know. So Thursday definitely, right? And Guyana, come out and support this awesome event, life-changing, power-packed in. You know, I can't remember the tall brother. He mouth sweet bad.
Reed.
Pastor Reed. Yeah. I was expecting him here tonight, so you know, 2 sweet mouth horses can reach and rock, you know. Now, when I'm done with you, buddy, even if you plan on going to an event, when I'm done with you, you reach the event and say, wait, how did I get here? Is that why I make you reach it? You know, so it's awesome. It's awesome. You know, based on all the things, I know sometimes on programs you will call in, you know, and share your concerns about things that are happening in Guyana. I noticed we get a spate of fire in our nation.
Yeah.
Up to today, not too far from where I live, there was a fire.
I didn't hear about one. So
Huh?
I had one today.
Yeah, they had another one somewhere else?
No, you said they had one next door.
Yeah. I mean, I did the house of the Lord praising God and fire next door. You know what I mean? But God is good. How will you see things on a spiritual level in this nation? From a standpoint of a pastor. Now you're talking in the capacity of a reverend.
Sometimes, sometimes we tempted to put a spirit to some of these things that are happening. Where, some of it is just folks being careless. All right, so sometimes,
Word, I hear that.
Say, the spirit is there, the spirit is that, but sometimes it's just folks just being careless in some instances. And, we need to be much more careless. It's one too many.
Careful.
Thank you. We need to be more careful. It's one too many. Too many. My heart goes out, more so when you see little children. They're the one who's suffering. My heart went out when we heard about the one in Barbies, when the mother thinks she had just gotten a baby, a few months old baby, and still had a young one to take care of. A matter of fact, one of our member and our family, the one that was in Pleasance, one of the person that the victim is one of our members.
Wow.
But what happened, I think the fire started from one home.
And catch the other.
And that's what happened, But we need to be more careful in how we go about doing things.
Then I had another major one in Kitty.
Yes.
Where I think 4 homes. Yeah.
So we need to be careful sometimes. I don't want to go off and say,
I hear you.
Spirit and what have you. We need to be more careful.
Let's say I fire spirit. And these names people give,
all these names, man.
The spirit will say, me. We got bad name for nothing, man,
But I was sharing with, I was ministering in a church revival 2 nights back, and I was sharing with the folks last night. There's sometimes things happen. I was sharing with them a testimony I had years back. I was in a church, and I just heard this voice, your house is on fire. But sometimes we are Christian, we rebuke the devil, the blood of Jesus. And, my house is not on fire. And I just keep hearing this word, your house is on fire. Your house is on fire. So I stopped for a moment and I start tracing back, did I turn off the gas? Yes, the gas is turned off. Did I left any iron on? No, it's not on. And I started tracing, but I couldn't come up with anything that I left unattended to. So I still hear this voice, your house is on fire. So I ignore it, and honestly, I was, and where I was, the church is in BV, that's in Market Street, and it's like almost a mile away, or a mile and a half from where my house was, to where the church, where I was fellowshiping at. And I was smelling smoke in my nostril. I had smoke in my nostril. And I said, no, something is wrong. So I peep outside to see if I smelling smoke, and I see smoke. So I got up and I got on my bicycle and I went home. And as I hit the door, I was smelling smoke. And I opened the door. I saw the smoke, the point, the cord that plugged into the point from the fridge. It started to melt and fire was dripping on the floor.
Wow.
So, I was sharing with the folks last night, sometimes we have to give heed to the voice of God.
Yeah.
So there are times when, how we handle things, if we don't give heed to those voice, to the voice
of God, it
could cost us dearly. But again, I just want to impress, let our folks know, or listeners, viewers, we need to be careful in what we do in our homes, how we do things. We just need to be careful. Yeah. And don't leave out the spirit thing, because sometimes we do stuff blame spirit. And the devil sometimes, you know, he's there crying, you know, I didn't do that. What did I do?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So just need to be careful.
The way you're bad. You know when you're small and use the bad one in the family. Every little thing. I get a plenty. Everything is cast out. That's why I used to run away by. Because I ain't able. I said, I ain't got to like say nothing. You know what I mean? You know, we don't normally get men like that on program. So when you get men like these, right, mighty men, you need to capitalize on it and speak into out of the life of young men out there who might be looking at the program. Say, what with them get it all together, you know, everything, they're making enough money and so on and so forth. You know, as a young man yourself, we see, well, from my perspective or where I sit, people is complaining of high rate in terms of crime and all of that, but somewhat to me the crime rate of serious crime really dropped significantly, which we got to give kudos to the Guyana Police Force and the intelligence and the people of Guyana who's cooperating with the police to share intelligence, because that's the only way police would know certain things. If people say, well, you know, Bamba, people say nothing, got police in there every way. Yeah. All right, so we got to give credit to the people as well. But we got to admit that some level of decrease in crime. But there's still crime, however you twist it and turn it. What do you have to say? Because people say, well, it's young people. They're not young people who are committing crime. Yeah. Big people are also involved because the young people have to learn it from somebody. Definitely. You know, they didn't born knowing how for trouble people think or rob, snatch people chain and run, or, you know, or put a gun to somebody's head and tell them, give me what you got, and things like that. I don't know, however you feel led to share on that aspect of things. I'll be very grateful. Talk to Guyana, man.
Yes, Gaston. I must say, I must thank my mom for having me in church when, at times, when I was smaller, I didn't want to be in church because I wanted my own way. You know, go to Sunday school, come to youth service, go to church.
Be a church in your school.
Church. I thinking to myself, kill me with church. But, you know, I must thank her because after you start to grow, you enter that teenage age, and sometimes you're wavering between rebellion or obedience. You know, you start to develop and you start to listen to the word. And church is not all about a spiritual thing. There are people you can pull on. There are people who are there as role models. And once you stay steadfast in the environment, you see the environment is a very important place. You know, it can break you, it can make you. You have to be able to choose at an early stage which environment you want to be in, right? And from there you start developing and knowing how to plan for your life, you know, with the things you can do, you know, the areas you can be in, certain connections that you can get. So church, I would encourage the young guys, you know, youthful guys to come to church. Not just think of church as a spiritual place where you come and get healing and you know, or it's a money-making thing. It's not a money-making thing. It's about God, pretty much. This is how we were created to worship and praise God, and that's the idea. And once you follow that path, things will start to connect. You'll understand how is it that you can make money and make it honestly. You will go into environments, working environments, professional environments, and you'll be elevated in those environments because of your attitude, because of your qualities. You know, there are a lot of things you can do, and you'll get a different drive other than the drive to steal, kill, and destroy.
Oh, beautiful, man. Listen, some people see me, some of them say, you know, you a week, or a month, and a month go to a year. They're giving you time span to fail, you know?
Yeah.
And I could tell you, I never had intentions of being where I am. I never thought of owning my own business, none of that. For me, it was slam bam, thank you, ma'am, no gal in a bundle, you know, get money, stack and pile up. Now I work work, but not work honestly, but, you know, get it like that, you know what I mean? That was the mentality I had. like what you alluded to just now in the environment, the church environment, it changes your thinking. It causes you to think constructive, you know. Because if you're thinking about going and snatch somebody's chain, the church environment will tell you, you could walk and buy a chain bigger than the chain what you want to snatch. Because think about it now, you snatch a chain and you gone in jail, you waste how much ever years the magistrate feel like dropping on you within the ambit of the law. And you just gone and waste time. Well, work for the government for free. When you could have work for money and buy a chain. You understand? So these are areas where it helps you to think. And to my brothers out there, you know, who there on the corner and say, well, government thing give me, government got give you work, boss. That's another area that causes you to think, you know, but I could do some. I started vulcanizing the transition part of my life. Vulcanizing patch car, tire, you know, bicycle tube, pump people here and everything. Most other people in between Josh and so can know me from that. And that's considered like a low grade job because your skin dirty and greasy. I test it, you know. When you're in the greasy skin, you know, you're young and thing, you see a nice girl passing your trouble, she's torn up, she fit. You know. But when you dress, and if you go to approach the same young lady, it's a whole different approach altogether. So people will brand you because of your work, but you will do that until a better, I mean, I was working for like $3,000 a week. I think around 1993. I had one pants, which is a black, and two surgeon, a white and a cream. So I gotta wash it on thing, but I make sure the look is like if I got plenty. So I joined the police force, you know. So one morning, they you know, left on the jail square, and the sergeant called me and said, Dean, come here. So I said, this is what I do, you know. you know, in your bad days, when you get a car like that, you know his problems, you know. So when I go, the man said, how you look, sir? I said, how, sir? The man said, you look like you're going to be an officer in no time. Look how you look sharp. I said to myself, wait, is this man coming for? If you only know, it's one soldier, it's one pass or two soldiers can get in a flat, you know. But I make the thing look presentable. So it's not the magnitude of what you have, you know, the little that you have and you make it work. And then God gonna bless you. Now today, I look into my wife sometimes, scratch, man, woeful here, you know, because God would have blessed me so much and caused people to pour into your life. So people gotta understand the benefit of church. It's not just like you said, going to church or just spiritual thing, because they got people who've been through stuff. If you sit down and talk to them, because my spiritual father is Dr. Messiah. You know, he would have taught me a whole lot of stuff that I walk away with. Apostle Medroy Brandt, who's overseas now. These are all people who contributed to my life. Bishop Kwame Gilboard, you know. Apostle Claude Brooks. These are all men who poured into my life at a very young age. You know, when I know come up with this reggae thing and people say, hey, when you bring the word in the church and people start bombarding me. These men pull me in and come to me and say, keep on doing what you're doing. One day they would understand what God is doing. You know? So you need that father figure. And if you don't get it at home, listen, the house of the Lord, God them.
Yeah. Like as Ralph said, you know, church is not just, I think some of it too, you know, we also have some maybe somewhat contribute to how people see the church also, because, you know, I said to the folks last night or one time, you know, you can't be too spiritual, and if you're too spiritual, you're no earthly good. Or you're too earthly, you're no spiritually good. So there have to be a balance.
Well, some people see every time you're talking in tongues. You know.
The spirit is a spirit. You know, you can't. Yeah. You know, so those are things, and you know, it push our young people away. All right. So when they come, oh, you know, Bible, pray. That is important. Like I said to the young people today, when we have our youth group, we don't want it to be another church service. But we have to have the spiritual aspect of it, but it's not going to be another church service. We have to change. Our method must change.
But not the message.
Our method change, but the message remains the same. We have to work around to get our young people, you know. But some folks are just, you know, no, we have to be, this is how we grew up and we meet it this way. The word is changing. We have to change. The message remains the same. Jesus did the same thing, you know. So, you know, my time of growing up, you know, folks look at me and, you know, they say, you know, I had it all, but I grew up with about 16 of us in one little home, 2-bedroom house.
Wow. 16.
16, right? I told my big brother for some years, I said, you're the one that called me to start. I started smoking weed, marijuana, through my big brother. And from then we had trees. We had about 3 trees in the yard. So I would just go pick the leaf and smoke. That was my life. I go to school with marijuana.
Wow.
In my time, you know. And, you know, to those young men out there, you know, every one of us, God speak to us. God will call us every day. Sometime in our life that God will call us. Come. Now is the time. And, you know, some folks get into trouble because they ignore that call, because they cannot see down the road. They cannot see down the road. So God sees everything. So when God is saying, come, that's the time you need to come.
Correct.
So when I heard that voice, I said to God, you know, just as you said, I want to enjoy myself. I said, God, not now. You know. And in the process, I was heading down, keep going down the wrong path all the time. It is the grace and the goodness of God, you know, that, you know, I did answer that call. And I'm here today because of God. So many things could have happened to my life. I said if I'd ignored the possibility, 95%, I would have been dead by now. Or if not, I would have been in prison or lost my mind. You know, but, you know, it is God's all along. People say when they get old and they stop doing all the bad things,
then they run to church,
run to God,
walking with a hop.
Oh man, no. Even though God will still accept you then, but there's so much that you should have been doing before.
Yes.
And you cannot do because you're you know, unable to because of some incident or something. You cannot do what God really wanted you to do. But God called us, says, come, you know. I give my heart to the Lord at the age of 60.
Wow. That's young when you're young and you're strong and full of energy.
Every night,
yeah.
You know, so there's so much, you know, so much joy in serving God, man. No regrets. No regrets. And God has a way in protecting his people.
Yeah.
You know, when we stand up for God, God would throw out his belly, you know, throw out his belly for us. He will protect us at all costs.
Yeah, when God got purpose in your life, bro, I'm telling you, even a bullet will move, you know.
Yeah, man.
If it will hit your head or your heart, you know, somehow magically go. I remember one time going backtrack. Sorry, now back in them days, in the late 80s, backtrack was hit by. See me? Father, a friend, I say, hey, let me take a run over the pond. Over the pond, you know what I mean? And it's all in the man, like 3 something in a beating water top and thing, you know. So I say, you know, yeah, man, we gonna hustle. We gonna hustle. Next thing you know, see a bright light come on, and the man with the loud yellow, you know, telling the captain of the boat to stop the boat. And he decided why he stopping. And this boat full of people, like 12 people in this boat, Bridget. And all of a sudden, brrr, I tell you, I get hit 2 times. One to buttocks and one of my thigh come through over my kneecap. You hear? I'm saying now, that could have been my head or my heart if God had not purpose. That time me thinking about no church and all them things there. I hustling bad. But even that didn't stop me. Or say, you know what I mean? Yeah, still me thinking about church. So I go to the people hospital when I run and the wound start heal them up, post me back. Deport. Yeah, I tell you, back home. So I get so many testimonies I could share, different aspects of my life. You know, that I see God for myself come true. To where I am, I know this is the will of God for me. It's not a guess. So when I hear people say, oh, no matter with them and them God thinking real, yo, you know what you're talking about, Bridget. You know nothing what you're talking about. You have to talk to somebody who's been through it and know it. You know, that's the only way. You can't assume, you know, them people would get to church and clap and making a bag of nice, you know what I mean? And when they die, that's it. That's your perception of how things are. Anyway, but we're going to get back to this major event that is happening on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You know, give them the direction of the church, the timings that they need to be there, and come and receive from the men and women of God on those nights.
Yeah, so the Empowerment 2018, as you've heard, we said, it starts on Wednesday coming, 28th, and it's go right on to the 30th of this month. We start 6:30 nightly, and we're located at 79 David Street, Kitty. You cannot miss it. You come on David Street,
you see the church.
People say the glass building.
Oh, church supposed to look proper, man.
You know, it has to. We have to. You know, even in the Bible, you talk about how Solomon invested.
Yeah, of course.
And decorate the house of God. We have to. We're talking about kingdom here, man.
Yes, sir.
Kingdom, and you know, God. That's how God. The kingdom of God. God talks about the heaven is paved with gold.
Gold, yeah.
You know, so.
If you build a church with gold expired, call the parts missing.
Oh man! Right, but 79 David Street, Kitty, that's where we're located. Kingdom influence, that the theme. You know, some folks come to go to church, go to the place of, because we are the church, go to the place of worship, the house of God, and some people really don't know what God expect them to do, or what, you know, the plans that God has for them, and you know what God has downloaded inside of them. So this program, this summit, all geared to help folks to understand what is it that God has and God would expect of us as His people, and it's not just for believers, you know. It is also for unbelievers. You're welcome. As you know, Horde is free of cost. But God wants us as His people to influence, go out, and to let Him inside of us flow from us into others. So it's inflowing of God in us to others. All right. So we want to invite folks, Georgetown, East Coast, East Bank, West Bank. Come and be a part of this nights of meetings that we're having. Folks are coming in from the US, from Jamaica, from St. Kitts, and we have our own psalmist Ina Benjamin. She's going to be there to do ministry also.
Yeah, so there you have it. Before we go, I will allow my brother to close, but we got a few minutes remaining. For the public, I would ask Dominic to put up the number on the screen. Maybe we could take 2 calls. Persons have any question pertaining to this event on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, please feel free to ask your questions. Yeah, just 2 calls you might be able to stop in. So if you're going to do that, we ask that you do that ASAP. No, we don't like to leave you out of our discussions here on the program period. So thank you once again for watching. We really covet your prayers and in our calling that God has called us to. It's a challenge, you know. Sometimes even when God blesses you and tell you this is yours, you still got to fight for it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
You know, you're not just going to fall to heaven and drop in your lap. You read the Bible clear, and you will see Abraham and all these guys, even God tell them and all them land and so on. Them brother go through so much to get them land. You know what I mean? Carl, good evening to you.
Good night, Brother Cassidy. How are you, man?
You're blessed and highly favored, and
I like it to the 2 brothers here with you, man, and I like the brother who really testified that his mother, it wasn't his mother from a young person when I in charge. You know what I mean? Well, this is very good, but we ourselves as men, we have to try and meet out to the young youths them and see if we could get them to embrace them to get the food of God. Earlier you use the word why some people might leave a church near to them to go to a third 2 and 3 miles. But then you gotta remember wherever the good food they do is going.
They're going for the good food. so the good food. I hear you, my brother. I hear you. If you get in chill like to the food, and then when you go to get organic, when guys put on the organic, remember now it's all about the pastor of the man embracing the good words about you, know, my brother. I hear you.
What you looking for? now, as just a music man, you want to go to church now and hear a pastor now, man. You want to hear the rhythm. You want to hear the vibes. Let's flow. You understand the blessing of God.
You want to drop the sleep.
Yeah, bro. No, you want to drop the sleep. Drop the sleep is just getting in, buddy. So remember now, don't touch your body, you're crying because you're looking for the real thing.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, man, but like,
yeah, she can't make it tonight, you know.
Like that, right?
Yeah,
well, blessed to the whole team and thing. Well, this convention coming up. Is it keeping at the culture center?
No, it's at the church in
World
Kitty.
Vision New Testament Church of God. That's on David Street, Kitty.
David Street, Kitty. David Street.
Yes, it's on David Street. Yeah.
A big fancy glass building. From the city, you're gonna see the big poster. You know, they got a big poster in front there, looking like this, right?
Alright.
So you can't miss it.
Alright, and then broadcast before come out. I'm gonna sing sharing tomorrow by this shot,
The Blazer?
Teddy Blazer?
Yeah, you got, you know, at Field Street, right?
Yeah.
Between Mandela and John Street, the Prophecy one is at green. It look like an APNU, you get the collation color, I done right there.
Well, listen to me.
No, you're going and ask the Pastor Adwin.
Alright,
you tell Kester open your loud mouth on the TV and say you get them Blazer, but they come for it.
Remember the first call tonight, you gotta get the Blazer.
Yeah, buddy.
Coming tomorrow.
Well, you're gonna expect you guys. You're gonna expect you guys.
Use your name too.
Yes, boss, do that. You might get 3. If you say Kester, you might get 3. Yeah, man, respect. Yeah. All right. You know, that's how we are. You know, we got people out there. They like how the gospel is being put over.
Yeah, man.
Some people feel you gotta put over the gospel a particular way in order for people to get it. You gotta song the certain way. If you come too hype up, no, he look like he too thing. He too hype up about this gospel. Gotta be straight. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Something about some people. But that is you. If that works for you, we bless God. We don't have any problem. But we all in our own rights have our way in putting over the gospel, and we will reach people how we put over the gospel. And so that is why we are all unique in our own way. How I put over it, Pastor Harry will not be able to put it over, or my brother here will not be able to put it over. Or they put it over, I would not be able to put it over. So that's why I always not carpenter, mason, and electrician and all them things, So that's the story. But this is all the time we have, and I'm going to ask my brother here to give his closing remarks on why a person should come to Empowerment 2018.
All right. Well, again, it's all about empowering you. You see, at times, we would have experiences, and we may not know how to deal with it. And then somebody shares their experience, and then we realize, I was in that situation, right away, what happened to you, you got empowered. Next time, you know what to do, so, and then you can go and influence somebody because somebody influenced you, right? So that's the idea. Come, it starts 6:30 daily, we'll have a time of praise and worship, and then we go into the word, to empower, to impact you so that you can be able to be salt and light of the earth.
Correct. There's a chain reaction, touch, light, you know what I mean? If you want to see darkness disappear, just scratch a stick of match. Yeah. Or even a little flint, and you will see that in the dark. That's how powerful light is. And so we are the light of the world and the salt of the earth to preserve our taste to whatever it is, and we really thank God for you. Certainly, please come out and support this event. Also, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night closing at the Starbrook Market Square, there will be a grand crusade. So you're also invited to come out to that. And let's take this nation, man. It's us for the taking, all right? And so we got to go meet these people wherever they are, right? And so that is why we are what we are, salt of the earth. You don't know. All right then. So on behalf of all of my sponsors and my guests tonight, I just want to say thank you very much, Guyana. I didn't know where the time went, but I trust you learned something from our discussions here tonight. And you will even get more if you come out the 3 nights to these events, the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, right there at David Street, Kitty, at the New Testament World Outreach Ministry. So we're looking forward to see you there. Have a blessed rest of the night and safe week at work. Bye-bye.
World Vision New Testament Church of God presents Empowerment 2018 from the 28th to the 30th of March. Time 6:30 p.m. nightly. Theme Kingdom Influence. Hosted by Bishop Joseph Innes and First Lady Linda Innes. Speakers from Jamaica, Reverend Christopher Hodgkinson. From St. Kitts and Nevis, Apostle Bernard Huggins. And from the USA, Reverend Andrew Busey. Special ministry from Psalmist Ine Benjamin. Venue World Vision Church, 79 David Street, Kitty.
with the rhythm of the island.
Tropical rhythm.
Hey, it's all you.
The flavors of the islands like wind in the sun.
Written vitamins A and C.
Follow your island spirit.
It's the rhythm of the islands. We're gonna break your strength by grace. Tropical rhythms. Drinking the rhythm.
You have always trusted Kesterdy's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kesterdy has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 Eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kesterdy on 600-3991 today. Kesterdy's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Attitude. Give me attitude. Next. Action. Guys, where's the ice cream? Cut! In 4 delectable flavors, the new Super Premium Royal Ripple ice cream is smooth, unbelievably rich, and far more affordable than you think. Royal Ripple Super Premium from Sterling Products Limited.
As the Ministry of Social Protection continues to improve the transparency, accountability, and service delivery of the senior citizens pension system, we're kindly advising all beneficiaries of the senior citizens pension to contact their nearest GCOM office and make an application to update their information to the 9-digit National Identification Card. As of March 1, 2018, the Ministry of Social Protection will not be facilitating the processing of senior citizens' pension vouchers without the presentation of the 9-digit identification card. We thank you for your cooperation.
This is a message from the Ministry of Social Protection.
What do you do with your old vehicle batteries, cell phones, and computers? Bring them to Dens Trading. They specialize in recycling your old batteries from your car or truck or from devices like your cell phone and out-of-service computer motherboards. Dens Trading will give you cash for the devices you want to throw away. So what are you waiting for? Come into Dens Trading at 39 Broad Street, Charlestown, Georgetown today or call them on 616-0412, 622-0455, 670-0268 or 225-9444.